Pioneer.
Yo, what's going on guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video. Today guys, I'm going to be doing a video about our server. We're doing a RP, Rebuilding Glory. I haven't done any videos on it yet. We're about 2 weeks into it. I've been pretty inactive to be honest, but I'm a little bit behind, but I've caught up a lot now. I've moved up into the action area and everything with my team and everything, and we're going to be getting into a lot of PvP. We're going to be versing a lot of evil this season, which is really good to see as well. So yeah, we'll show you all the teams and stuff, what's in here. Have a look at the map and everything, and go over a bunch of things like that. This is the new Battle Evolved servers as well, because a lot of things are new changed, like all the land tile bubbling and stuff like that, tactical forts and everything. A lot of good positive changes that I like. The only thing I don't like is like the 10 minutes to take a tile. It's slowing the gameplay down a lot though. So at least the game or the season's not getting rushed and destroyed straight away. Alright, well, I think the first thing we should do is go to the season tab and show you some of the teams and stuff in my server here. I'm just trying to remember how I do it again. Control. Where do I go again? Leaderboard, that's it. Alright, so if we go into the leaderboard and we go to Fellowship Reduction, so you can see the highest one. So I'm in Gondor. I'm not in Bear, but we have Bear with us at 2.2 million. So Angmar is the strongest evil. So we have Null and Void. And then in Lothlorien we have Gaia and Unbroken. So some similar fellowships that you may have seen in my previous seasons. Then we have another one of Silk, who is in Gondor as well. And then here we are in Book. That's who I am with in Gondor, still with the same team. You can even see that Mordor is still not too bad, with Ithilien and the Nomads with 1.3 million each. Then we have Ironbeard, Irons, and we got Rogue down here for the Dwarves. And then we have some Arnor as well, and even another decent one, which we have here for Angmar as well. But I think the best way to look at is the map and show you what's happening with the map. So that's the big thing most of it we're talking about today. So as you can see, there's a lot of map territorial. It's pretty even. So Ruin and Lindon are pretty much non-existent. The same with Rohan. They're pretty much quiet, don't really exist. Now, as you can see, the big factors are going to be between, we have Angmar, we have Gondor, we have the Dwarves, and Lothlorien. They're the big ones. And Arnor's alright, but I feel like we could overtake them pretty easily in that. They're in a pretty bad position between us and Angmar. And we have Mordor as well, who aren't super strong, but they're doing, well, they're strong enough. They're doing quite well, but there haven't been any major battles yet. So yeah, if we have a look around, you can see some of the battle pins. So you can see up here, you can see this is pretty good battles happening up here in Dale with 14 million participants over 6 days with nearly 5 million deaths. And it looks like if we go have a quick look, we can see that the dwarves and that are fighting up here. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. It's been crashing a lot. So yeah, very close quarters here. So they are probably fighting a lot there. And if we move and have a look at these battle pins, so we can see smaller ones. So Loth looks like they're pushing into the dwarves' territory, so they've got a lot on their hands at the moment. So they're also battling down here as well at this pass, going into East Bright. So they looks like Loth are trying to possibly push into Selden Vale as well. And they're deep into Dale as well. If we go down to this battle pin here, you can see that there looks like Loth is also fighting Mordor as well. Now let's see who's winning on that side of that. Okay, so it's a bit of a stalemate here at the moment. So not too much movement there. If we have a look at the battle pin again, 3.8 over 5 days. So a lot smaller battle there compared to way up further. This one at East Bright was 2.9 with 1 million over 10 days. So there's been a long battle there, but not a lot of deaths. Moving a bit further up, if we zoom back out. So we come down here. So Gondor, so Bear, mostly Bear is over this side. I was over here, I just moved over to my team's side. So Bear's battling a lot here up against Gaia and the other teams in Lothlorien. There, I was battling here at this tunnel before as well, so there's it looks like they've built up quite a lot here and stuff. So the tunnels, so there's still battling going in between these. I see there's some stacked armies in that. 13 there, 12 there. So they're doing a lot of battles in between those areas there. Now that's been going for 7 days, 8.5 million participants with 3.3 million deaths. Okay, so a big one here. We did have this land before as Gondor, but as you can see, the Angmar pushed down very strongly and took over a lot of this stuff in this area. So you can see over 12 days, it's been 23.1 million participants with 8.3 million deaths. And you can see who's been involved. So it's mostly been Gondor and Angmar with a tiny bit of Gaia as well from Lothlorien in this area. But yeah, it's been pretty wild. So if we go and have a quick look at that map, you can see that they have taken over very strong here. You can see that there's still a decent presence of Gondor here, but this area's been taken over a lot. Now over here, you can see, so our team in Gondor, we've been pushing up on the west side, up through Tor and stuff like that. We went up through Isengard region and have now taken Dunland. I just moved my base here today. So you can see some battle pins in that for 2 days, 6.9 million with 2.3 million deaths. And just a couple more small ones through here. There's a few battle pins around here between us and Arnor, because we have to fight our way through there. But yeah, this is where the big battling and most of the stuff is going to be happening up around these areas and stuff like this. So Angmar is up in here, and we're battling in these areas. I actually got into a couple of battles here before. I'm about to send my armies back up again. If you want to have a look, I just got into a couple of reports before, so you can have a look. I got in a battle with this guy with some tier 2 all trolls pretty much. Now, as you can see, the counter, he had large unit countering my medium-sized unit, so he had the counter. I like it how they added that arrow, so you can see who's countering who. But if you have a look at the breakdowns, you can see I only took 100,000 to his 309,000 damage received. So we did do pretty well there. We had some other battles here before where I just hit some of these ones. I went in with 6,200 and went against this Bleeding Doll guy. Quite strong, all level 45s. As you can see, I'm definitely behind. Quite nice gear there. So he's got alerts, Scar Helm. It's pretty much the meta commanders for the evil side. So very interesting. I'd like to battle him when I'm full strength and see what happens there. It'll be very interesting. But these Dragoons are very tanky without an absolute doubt. And then we got into a battle against this Ashes guy. He wasn't super strong. I was already quite well damaged, as you can see, but we still did more damage, 250,000 to 203,000 damage. So that's some of the battles that have been happening there. So yeah, as you can see with my commanders, these are my main 4 that I'm using, including Isildur as well, and dabbling with Gandalf the Grey, Gimli, and Faramir. So those are my commanders. My gear is pretty much still the same. Not a lot has changed. A little bit more higher levels in my Gandalf the White because I wanted his focus stat to be better. So Bjorn does, these two are down to 4 now instead of 5s, and a little bit less refinement and stuff like that. And still, I got Gil to R5 now, so he went up 1. Bjorn was still trying to get him up to R10 at some point, but I haven't been spending any money on the game at the moment. But we'll see what happens there. And that's pretty much what's happening in the season at the moment. I'm going to be doing a lot of PvP in the next upcoming days and that, so I'll be doing a lot of videos on PvP versus Evil, because I've not got to do a lot of that for quite a while, and doing PvP breakdowns and that. As well as still have, as I'm looking at my PC screen here, maybe like 8 or 9 commander guides still here, so I'll be releasing them as well. Alright guys, well I'm going to wrap up the video there, and until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yous. Thousands of the EJU.